After I started directing my mental energy towards solutions to complex problems, knowing the more complex problem I solve, the more money I can trade it for. All you have to do is abandon conventional wisdom that says if you want more money, work more hours. Don't believe it. All it will do is keep you in the middle class financially, and what fun is that? Now, I'm not saying that money will make you happy, but if you have a choice between an average income and world-class wealth, why wouldn't you choose the wealth? It's just a subtle shift in thinking. Here are a few more distinctions in thinking between the middle class and the world class. The middle class speaks the language of fear. The world class speaks the language of love. The middle class believes problem solving stems from knowledge. The world class believes problem solving stems from will. The middle class coaches through logic. The world class coaches through emotion. Keep making distinctions between middle class and world class thinking and share them with family and friends. For those of you with kids, coach them to build this habit and watch how fast they pick it up. Ask them critical thinking questions when they express a belief. For example, one of your kids says, "It's impossible to get an A in my math class." You say, "Let me ask you a critical thinking question. Is the belief you just expressed to me more middle class or more world class? I'm just asking." And every time your child expresses a limiting belief, you just keep asking. Middle class, world class, middle class, world class, middle class, world class. I train sales managers to do this with their sales teams and big companies, and it drives them nuts. But what happens is all of a sudden, one day, the light bulb goes off, and the salesperson says, "Holy smokes, I get it. The reason I'm getting middle class results is I've been programming myself with middle class beliefs. I thought it was the company's fault. I thought it was my boss's fault. It was me the whole time. I'm the problem. I'm the solution. If I upgrade my thinking from middle class to world class, I'll build world class beliefs, which will make me behave in world class ways, which will eventually create world class results." I get it. I am responsible for my own success because it all begins with the way I think. And when that happens, you guys, it's all over. The person, I promise you, will never be the same. It's just the coolest thing in the world. Now, while I encourage you to coach this process with others, I feel it's only fair to warn you of the risk you're taking. If you're not thinking world class while you're coaching it, it's going to come back to bite you, I promise. I'll give you an example. Just the other day, I'm having a fight with my wife. Here's what happened. She throws a left hook, I duck, and I come back with an uppercut to the chin. I'm kidding. My wife and I were actually having a heated discussion. Here's the deal. We've been looking for a lake house to spend the summers on. So a few weeks ago, we're up in Atlanta looking at Lake Lanier, beautiful lake, and we find this gorgeous 5-acre estate. So my wife says, so what do you think? What do you think? And I said, honestly, love the property, hate the house. And she says, oh, I feel the exact same way. Here's what we'll do. Let's buy it, knock the house down, and build our dream house. I said, what? Woman, are you crazy? That's $1 million house. You don't just go knocking down $1 million house. Here's what she says to me. You won't believe this. You'll think I'm making this up. She says, watch this. She says, Steve, let me ask you a critical thinking question. Is the belief you just expressed to me more middle class or more world class? I'm just asking. We got a fresh start that day, let me tell you. So make sure you're living it while you're coaching it. Well,